Hey everyone, welcome back to another grand campaign Hotseat. It is currently turn 5 for myself, the Moors, and let me tell you, it is going to be another action-packed episode. The Portuguese are offering us a ceasefire. They are willing to give up Cordoba, and they're going to give us trade rights as well, and we are straight up just going to decline that. The Portuguese are beginning to backpedal now because, as you guys saw, in turn 4 we just fucking gave Portugal the old 1-2 knockout punch. It looks like Ayub has come of age, and right off the bat, he is getting a bribe. Hasna Nabet, and this is her apparently. She's very pretty, and for some reason she's outside of the city, standing on a sand dune, pointing eastwards, perhaps. I guess our west. Never mind. Anyway, we're going to accept the betrothal, and we will read the message from the Portuguese. It reads, "You have deal a great blow to my kingdom. My son and my army's dead. Where I have been merciful with yours, Sultan, more than once, you didn't thought a second time when killing my son. I have no words to describe such villainy, but I have no way in contesting that in war. I offer you the shield of peace. If you instead choose the sword of war, I shall call upon Sicily and Spain to take you down. So hopefully you can accept the offer my diplomat made. Signed by King Henrique." Like I said, the Portuguese are backpedaling really hard. I think what happened is during their turn 3, they fought a lot of auto-resolve battles. I think it was like 3, which according to our rules, that's a breach of our rules. We have to manually fight every battle, so the fine is 1,000 florins per turn. So on his turn 5, when the penalty was applied, he was 3,000 florins down. So I'm pretty sure that he was not able to spend any money on anything, units or anything, and he has no forces in the south. Cordoba is garrisoned by these 3 chuckleheads, whereas Lisbon is garrisoned by just 2 units of spear militia. I've got a diplomat just sitting right outside of Lisbon. I cannot bribe the place. It is extremely expensive because not only is it the capital, there's 2 units inside it, but there's also some visitors, quote-unquote, possibly foreign agents or agents of Portugal, I'm not sure. I'm sure they drive up the price quite a bit, but I cannot bribe Lisbon, even when I have like 5,000 florins, which I'll show you later on where we acquire that money. What am I saying? Yes, so Portugal was not only a little bit in a bad position because of what we did last turn, but they were also fined, and I think in their turn 4 they also played some auto-resolve battles, so next turn they'll probably be fined as well, but I don't think we're going to let that happen, sorry to say. So Ayub has been married to Hasna. She looks quite a bit shyer here, and oh my god, Ayub looks pretty badass actually. So if we look at our end of turn report here, we can see that we the Muslims are just dominating, specifically Egypt. Overall, they are number 1. We are 15 out of like 16 players, which is pretty sad, not gonna lie. But we are number 10 as to military, so that's quite good. The reason we're so low is because we've got 3 settlements. But anyway, first things first, what we want to do is send a message to the Portuguese. Here we go. We'll send a quick message to these guys. What you call oh man, how do you spell villainy? I call decisiveness. Let us not forget it was you who began this war. Boom. That is our message. Plow. Okay, so first things first, what we want to do is we'll grab Crown Prince Miswar, we'll put him on jihad. We will not recruit any mercenaries right now. What we will do is we will assault the walls of Cordoba. And of course, like I said, we have to do it manually. There's only about 130 men in the city, so it's not a big deal. So we'll just jump right in. This battle's pretty easy. Like I said, there's only 130 men on the walls. It's just a matter of actually getting to the walls. there's not much else to say at this point, unfortunately, which is kind of boring. but that's just fine. Okay, so we're going to start our deployment. We have 4 ladders over here. We've got 3 units of archers over here. One of them is holding a ladder. This guy, we want him to drop those ladders. We'll well, hold on here. We only have 4 spear units anyway. Okay, well, no, that's fine. So we've got 3 ladders, 1 ram, Miswar, and some archers. There we are. We're not going to utilize the archers at all, I don't think. Not really necessary. They'll just get killed, in essence, so that's just fine. Okay, I think this is good enough. Once again, trying to be a little bit quick about it because we are timed, of course. I'm going to march on the walls with my ladders immediately. It looks like the Portuguese are immediately as well retreating. That's just fine. If we could get them to go away from the walls so we don't lose any men to arrows, that would be great, but of course that is not going to happen. We may as well just speed through this. Usually, at least one of these units retreats to the town square. Unfortunately, due to all the towers here, we do lose quite a lot of men. But we can take over the walls pretty easily because, as we saw, these men have retreated. It's just a matter of getting up on the walls and actually killing these men. Unfortunately, or actually I should say fortunately for us, these men are just town militia, so they are easy to retrain. But if you auto-resolve this battle, like, I think at max I've lost 30 men, so it's a little bit unfortunate. But as per the rules, I have to manually fight this battle. Okay, so we're just going to knock these guys off the walls, I think. We may as well just take over the gates, and then we will hunt down these spearmen. And where is the last unit? Here he is, this town militia. Oh my god, my archers are able to reach those men from all the way over here. That's unbelievable. That is nearly... That's actually just ridiculous. Okay, so my men are freezing up, unfortunately for me, because they don't know how to scale walls. These poor desert tribesmen, they've never seen walls of such magnitude, unfortunately, so they're just fucking dumbstruck by the great stone structures of... well, no, this is Cordoba, and it was a Moorish city, so they must know. They must know about the fucking... It was at one point the capital of the Moors, so they have to know. Okay, so the mercenaries are now attacking my spearmen, who are going to try to drop the ram anytime now. There we go. We will try to draw these guys out a little bit so we can get some charges off with Miswar. Our spears, like I said, just being absolutely dumbstruck by the walls, unfortunately. Okay, so my spears are now beginning to retreat. Why can my men not handle these fucking crossbows? Ridiculous. Okay, well, Miswar is now charging into the rears of these spearmen. We just need to get these crossbows to break eventually. One of these days, like, I don't know, a fucking aeon from now, it'll be like, a long time ago, in a land filled with Spanish people, there was a unit of crossbows on a wall, and they refused to break. And basically they were impervious to all damage because the poor tribesmen just did not know what to do. Okay, so it looks like Miswar just charged into nothing. He just hit fucking air with his swords. It's just unbelievable. I cannot fucking believe this. Like, honestly, this just really burns my ass when I can't fucking attack anyone on the walls due to the terrible pathfinding. But anyway, Miswar has charged into the unit of spears. He's... Oh my god, he's mercilessly slaughtering them. They're wavering. Any minute now, we will destroy them. What is occurring here? Once again, fucking nothing. Fucking nothing. It is horrendously bad. Okay, so we've got one unit of spears engaging these town militia who are trying to avoid us. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't... This is probably the worst case of this I've ever encountered, not gonna lie. Okay. These guys are shaken. They are nowhere near breaking. Well, they're actually gonna break pretty soon. Unfortunately, this one unit of town militia is absolutely... It has been dominated, not gonna lie. The arrows have taken their toll, for sure. Okay, unfortunately, we're losing a few men in Miswar's unit, which is not superb because I do want to use this unit later on in the in the campaign, I should say. Okay, so we've apparently fucking won the battle. Just the most ridiculous situation. Okay, well, we only lost 76 men, which is not too bad. Like I said, if you auto-resolve, you lose like 30, so, I mean, double isn't too bad. We didn't really heal any casualties either, which, once again, is unfortunate. But there we go. We've taken Cordoba from the treacherous Portuguese, who managed to take it off our hands quite annoyingly. Okay, so we have 3 options here: occupy, sacking, and exterminating. Sacking is by far the best option. We will, unfortunately, kill 800 people in the process, but I'm gonna say it's like, I don't know, Portuguese administrators. When in reality, no, it's Moorish peasants, unfortunately. But it will give us 4,000 freaking florins, which is more than we've probably ever had. Maybe the first turn when the campaign started, we had a nice purse, but since then, not so much. Okay, so we've captured Cordoba, we've got Crown Prince Miswar on crusade, and you can just see how fucking far he can go. We can strike out at Lisbon with this army and besiege it within, not even joking, 1 turn, which is a viable option. We can also charge all the way up to Lyon, or Toledo, I should say, very, very nearly. But if we take our spy and we put him here, we can see the Portuguese have an army led by João, with a bunch of fucking cavalry in it, my god. And then the Spanish are garrisoning Valencia with Vasco. That's quite a big army as well. And then we've got Pero de Coco. He's fucking Coco for Cuckoo Puffs, or however that goes. He's got a small army. That's not too bad. What we really need to focus on, though, is, well, first we'll grab these units here, like so. We will then recruit 3 mercenaries. Blammo. We will then grab these cavalry. We will abandon and join the jihad. See, the thing is, when you abandon the jihad, to rejoin you need at least 7 units. So that's what I had to grab these guys for. And now I will take these 3 men, put them on this fucking bridge. Boom! And there's King Henrique. King Henrique himself. The last family member of the Portuguese, all on his lonesome. And I'm afraid this is where the Portuguese are going to fall. There's no 2 ways about it. I'm going to put them down right now. And then I can just bring these men back and put them in Cordoba. And now we've got a huge garrison in the city. We can crank the taxes extremely high. And yes, so this is how we receive 5,000 florins. Even with this money, even if I go around to all my cities, destroy as many buildings as I can, get around 6,000 florins, I still cannot bribe the place because, like I said, there are 2 agents, Ferem Beveca, Theodosio Vermuez, or whatever, who are possibly 2 foreign agents, Portuguese agents, not sure. And unfortunately, even when I knock out the Portuguese and Lisbon reverts to a rebel settlement, I can't even bribe it then because there is another rule that we can't open diplomacy with the AI, save for the Pope. So, that means I'm eventually going to have to march on Lisbon itself. Before we do that, though, what I will do is I will merge my fleets. I had an inkling I would do some sort of naval plan with this fleet, but instead what I think I'll do is I will form a fleet with my 2 galleys here, just to keep an eye on this Spanish fleet, potentially. I don't really know what Spain is going to do once I knock out Portugal. I'll have to send a message to them, just to gauge their reaction. I'll have to send a message to Spain and Sicily, because they were the 2 factions that Portugal potentially said they were going to call into conflict with me. So I want to obviously open some avenues there. So we now have 5,000 florins, which means that we can open our purse for recruitment or construction. I'm not really sure where I was going with that. But anyway, what we can do is build a practice range? No. We'll build a... Oh shit. Camel spearmen. Phew! I can build fucking everything in Algiers. Not a lot of it is worth it, though. Actually, the mines aren't bad for 2,000 florins. We'll do that. We will also recruit Some cav. We'll get some... There we go. That's not bad, actually. Okay, we'll get a big fucking army in Algiers. Just because, like I said, I don't know what the Sicilians are going to do. In Marrakesh, we will recruit 2 units of spears. In Granada, actually, no, scratch that. In Algiers, we will only recruit a unit of Arab cavalry. In Granada, we will recruit 2 units of desert cav. In Cordoba, we will build a town watch and retrain. Ah, shit. We can't retrain the shitty unit. We can retrain 2 other units, though. We can't recruit anything for, like, 4 turns. Granada, likewise, we can't recruit any real units. Well, I mean, we can recruit another unit of Desert Cav in a turn, but we cannot recruit any Arab cavalry for 4 turns. We'll grab Sultan Tahar. We will disband this unit of Desert Archers, as there is nowhere to retrain them, save for Algiers. But we can retrain these town militia, and we'll just stick him probably here. We will use him to capture Lisbon, potentially. See, the thing is, I do have to watch for the Spanish in Valencia, because they're probably 2 turns away from Granada. They do have to deal with a rebel army on the way, though. That might slow them down. I'm going to hold off on building a road in Granada, because I want to make sure that it's really hard to get to. And you know what? We will... Okay, we'll build the mines for now, actually, because that is quite a lot of income. We will refrain from building 1 unit for now, so that we can build a mustering hall. Peasants. Do we want peasants? Okay, yeah, we'll do peasants. And that's about it. We've got a building in Cordoba, Granada. We are still building a grain exchange in Marrakesh. We are recruiting 2 units of spear militia. And by the way, here's Ayub. He's very stern, of course. We don't know what his face looks like. Most of our families are wearing these... Family members, I should say, are wearing these nice masks. Ayub is pretty much a mirror image of his brother, actually, when you look at it. Sultan Tahar and Qasim. We actually have quite a strong family. We've got 4 family members right now, with Faraj 4 turns away from coming of age. Zara will be a princess in quite a while, actually. But basically, we are in no... we're not in a situation where our family members will get killed and we will disappear, I don't think. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it for now. What can Tahar recruit? Nothing worthwhile. Okay, so it is now the moment of truth. It is time that we destroyed the Portuguese. So we're going to get Crown Prince Miswar to attack King Henrique in the field. He's got 45 men. And, well, let's see. Let's look at our bodyguard really quick. I find that my bodyguard get wrecked by his. 11 attack, 17 defense. 12 attack, 16... Okay, well, I don't understand why I get beaten back so hard. But anyway, we'll jump right into the battle here. Of course, that message I sent to Portugal, they will not be able to view it in-game, but he will be able to watch it in this video. So, Wise Coffin, I'm sorry. You played very well, but you came on too strong, and I had to put you down. I mean, you pretty much declared war because he said it would be interesting for people to watch, and I agree, it's going to be interesting for people to watch me knock you out, unfortunately. So, like I said, you fought well, but you just came on too hard, and as a result, I'm afraid I had to put you down. To be fair to you, though, if it wasn't for the jihad, I'm sure you would have been in it for quite a lot longer. And I'm afraid I don't know what's going on with the video right now. My frame rate is fine, but I'm getting a lot of stuttering, which is kind of weird. But anyway, we're going to skirmish a bit with my javelin men here, who are not quite as effective as they were against Prince Afonso. They're not doing so hot. Let's see if we can avoid getting charged here. Nope, I think... Oh shit, we just narrowly managed to avoid that. That was ridiculous. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use as many javelins as I can to knock out these knights, but obviously, like I said, we're not doing as well as we were against Prince Afonso, because for some reason King Henrique is just, he's got a big boner for Prince Miswar, and he does not engage my Desert Cav at all. Unfortunately as well, The Europeans are quite a bit faster than my horsemen, probably because we're wearing like full plates and they're just wearing like mail of some kind on their horses, I should say, their horse armor. The horse armor DLC. Okay, so we're going to throw a few more javelins here, and what we want to do is charge these guys in the rear with our javelins and pin them in place so that my general can fire, charge them in the rear. So what we'll do is we'll force them downhill here. We'll get our jabs to come like so. We will charge them in the rear once they get on the down slope, I suppose. They are taking quite a few casualties, though. There's only 28 of them left. This is probably the best this battle has gone, actually. Just like oh shit, we're getting caught by his men, though. Just like last turn, though, I heavily rehearsed this episode as well. Just FYI. There we go. So we charged the Miswar. No, we charged them with our desert cav, and they did not fucking budge. See, here's the thing. Again, they've got a big, massive boner for Miswar, and they nope. Oh, shitballs. I just charged Miswar into contact with the Europeans there, unfortunately, and like I said, they get wrecked in combat. So we'll try to disengage. And oh my god, yeah, we lost quite a lot of men there. Our desert cav are going to take the oh man, they're trying to disengage as well. Holy shit. We're going to try to keep them engaged with our desert cav. Oh, we lost like half of our unit there, unfortunately. Okay, so there we go. They are now engaged with my desert cav. I'm probably going to lose these two units. I'm not too upset about it, though. They're kind of a sacrificial unit, and you'll see what I mean in a minute once this battle is over. There we go. We've killed King Henrique with a charge there, and that officially is the end of the Portuguese. They've broken. Okay. Like I said, unfortunately, we lost a few desert cav there, but that's the end of it. There we go. We've won the battle. We lost 50 men, half of our force, just to kill King Henrique, unfortunately. And we didn't even heal any of those men. Damn. I think we'll merge the two units of desert cav, probably. Okay, we will just execute these men. There we are, and that's it. Portugal's done. So, what that means now is these castles, Pamplona, Zaragoza, the army led by Joao, as well as Lisbon, have reverted to rebel settlements. And I left my diplomat here to show you that Lisbon is just held by 4 units of spears and these Grenadine Jinetes, or whatever, who are descendants of Moors who settled in Iberia. I guess they are some sort of westernized Moors. So there we go. The Portuguese have been knocked out. There is now only 15 players in the hot seat. What I will do is I will send my diplomat north, possibly to Lyon, or actually what I'll do is I will send them just north, I suppose, to keep an eye on Lyon here. I would like to capture Lisbon pretty soon, but the thing is, if I capture Lisbon and I don't capture Lyon, then I kind of leave an avenue of attack open for them. They can just march south and attack us there. So maybe I can take Sultan Tahar along the coast and capture Lyon, potentially. Well, here's the thing. I don't know if I'm going to go to war with Spain. I assume I'm going to, because that's what the Portuguese have declared. So I'm just making battle plans in case that occurs. But anyway, what we'll do with Prince Miswar is we can throw him all the way back in Cordoba with his army. We will... oh shit, I meant to take him off the jihad right before we put him in the city, but that seems not to be the case. And see, this unit is slightly sacrificial because they might be taken out by Pero de Coco or bribed or something, I'm not sure, and they're stuck out in the field. So I never expected them to survive. Okay, so we've got Sultan Tahar, we've got our merchant marching down to fucking Timbuktu, all the way down here. We've got Ayub in Marrakesh recruiting units and building an army. We've got our fleet in position just in case the Spanish decide to get freaky. We've got our men in Algiers. Right. I think I'll just leave them there for now. I don't really know what I plan to do with them. So we've got Pero de Coco and these units in Valencia. And this causes a bit of a problem for the Spanish. If they want to go north to capture Zaragoza or Pamplona or anything, they leave themselves open to attack. In addition, if they want to move their armies north out of Valencia, they now have to circumvent these rebels or attack them in the field, and it is quite a strong army, so that is unfortunate for them. Granada is pretty weak at the moment, unfortunately, so like I said, we have to be aware of them marching along the coast. They'll have to deal with Captain Hachim as well. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the episode. First, I will send a message to the Spanish, I suppose. Greetings, Lords of Castile and Leon. I have vanquished your Portuguese ally as you knew I would. I now ask of you, where does our relationship stand? The dearly departed Henrique died in the fields south of Toledo, and with his final breath declared that you would avenge his death. Is there truth to this? I am very suspicious of you. As a result, having said that, you had not and have not done anything really to invoke my wrath. So I stay my hand. I hope the blade can remain sheathed. Sheathed. Fare thee well, Sultan Tahar. And we were gonna pretty much send an identical message to Regnum Sicily, because King Henrique said that Sicily would attack us as well. And it's quite unfortunate because Sicily is allied with Milan as well as... Sicily is allied with Milan as well as Venice as well as the Holy Romans, so I could foresee the Milanese as well as the Sicilians doing like a massive sea invasion to support the Spanish, just because I'm in a semi-weak state and I'm a Muslim. Basically, why would you attack the Spanish when you can attack the Moors? In addition, I don't really have any alliances save for a somewhat... I guess it's an agreement with the Muslims of the world, the Turks and the Egyptians, but unfortunately, as I've said in the past, they're so far removed from myself that it's almost negligible. But anyway, greetings, Lords of Sicily. I have vanquished the Portuguese of Iberia. King Henrique fell to the Muslim blade south of Toledo, and with his dying breath swore you would ride to avenge his death. Is there truth in this? I would not find it too unlikely. I must ask, how fares our relationship? After all, the Portuguese often spoke ill of you and wished to play me against yourself. I am merely curious. Well, no. If you wish to attack, I would ask that you merely say so openly with honor. Yeah, fine. Fare thee well. Sultan Tahar. There we are. Boom. Okay, so we'll get some responses from them next turn. Honestly, I wouldn't be too surprised if they did actually just fucking gang up on me, because the Sicilians are poised to invade in Tunis. They've got the castle there. I'm fairly certain they own both Corsica and Sardinia, the two settlements here, as well as just straight up Sicily, and they are beginning to advance into Greece, etc., which might prove an issue for the Turks, but I think they're still cleaning up the Byzantines, who have been knocked out as well. So possibly they're stretched too thinly. On the other hand, Milan is not. I don't think they've got any enemies at all. They're insulated by the Papal States and Sicily to the south, Venice to the east, and the Holy Romans to the north, all of which they're allied with. So their only potential targets are to the west, aka France, Spain, and myself. And like I said, why would you attack Spain when you could attack the Moors with a whole bunch of allies? In addition, I can understand why they wouldn't attack Spain, because Spain has more agreements, whereas I literally have none, so that's fair enough. But anyway, I think that's pretty much the end of the episode. We've done everything in Algiers, Marrakesh, Cordoba. We're going to leave our imam in Cordoba because the Portuguese actually managed to convert quite a lot in Cordoba and Granada, but unfortunately, when we wiped them out, their priest disappeared as well, so we don't have to worry about that at all. We're building in Granada and Cordoba, we are retraining and training, and that's great. Sultan Tahar is here, we've got Miswar. Okay, I think that's my checklist. Everything is done. But as it stands, relations with Spain and Sicily are shaky as hell. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Sorry, Wise Coffin, I'm sorry you had to be knocked out so soon, but kinda brought it upon yourself. You have to admit. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I will see you guys with turn 6 as soon as I end my turn and save. I completely forgot. I forget every time. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you guys with turn 6.